Hi, Jannat.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine and shine.
How old are you?
It's a very personal question. Please, next
Really?
question.
Okay. Can you tell a bit about your startup?
My startup, my startup is very different because I think it's kind of reverse. After doing a lot of things, now I'm coming back and starting something as a product or business. Because I'm a very famous artist, and people also know me as an activist. But this is something which I want to do as a product or business.
What's the name of your startup, actually?
It's Tarck-T. So
Huh?
T for transgender. So it's a track for transgender community.
You're doing some interesting work for the transgender to break
Story.
stereotypes and really bringing them in mainstream
Yeah.
and part of the communities to work, artists. So the artistic life will be,
Hmm.
showcase
Yeah,
to
on
the
the
general public.
mainstream.
So how how you thought about this? How did it came in your mind? I should start this kind of things to make them a very useful citizen.
Luke, from the childhood, I wanted to be an artist, but unfortunately, there was no dance degree or performing art degree in Pakistan. And people think when you tell them you are doing, you are an artist, they say, okay, you are artist, but actually, what do you do? So, they think art is, always the second option
So
or a
you've been
hobby.
to many countries, visited.
Yeah.
Can you tell little about most interesting things you learned from abroad? Which place? And you've been to Greece, and I heard so lots of places.
Yeah, before I will answer first question, because art is very beautiful medium to convey message. So that's why I choose art, because in the childhood the dance was my friend, then it became my profession, then I joined it with the art and activism as an artivism. So yeah, that's how I did. And about the countries, yes, I've been traveling more than 20 countries, around 24, 23 countries. The best thing I learned from the country is their culture. I try to know different dynamics of different people, and I also try to find where my community is in different country. What are their challenges? I mean, how we can have a good.
We come across that you did MBA,
Yeah.
so it is really difficult for people like you to study with lots of people who have different mentality. So, what was difficulties you faced initially?
Oh, so many difficulties. It was very sensitive time because at that time there was no law, no identity card. There was a struggle of your gender. So I had a seriously fear that if somebody kick me out of university knowing that I'm a transgender, so how I will become a role model for myself and for my community? How will I be able to change life if they won't allow me to study here? So I proved myself by studying more and more books, and I got gold medal in
Oh, that
UCC.
is like you did very
Alhamdulillah.
well. So very interesting. So, what do you think? What you like the most, and what you don't like and dislike?
I don't like people who don't respect human being or any living things. It could be animal also. So respect is very important, and just try to understand the importance of humanity, and it gives the equal space to every individual, regardless of gender, regardless of their religion, caste, and everything. Every human being deserves the same rights. Like for male and women we have a right, so transgenders also don't ask for exclusive right. They are
Properly, there will be lots of problem on the way you come up, you grow
yeah,
up,
but
right?
sometimes the
So,
society is very cruel.
yeah,
Yeah.
how you handle all these issues? What solutions you come up and you deal with all
The
these things
biggest
to
solution,
rise up to this till now you are doing lots of things.
so biggest solution was the which we had in form of law. We presented the bill into Senate for the transgender rights. That was a self-identification and non-discriminatory law. It was a bill by the transgenders for the transgenders, and it has been passed in May 2018. So now the challenge is the implementation. So I have seen there is a shift change in 1 year, but that's a very little change. Now we want to implement it in the form of policies, and I hope in coming years you will see a transgender person sitting in the parliament, maybe.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
yeah, this sounds really great. And I had you become you was part of some Pride Pakistan or something.
Yeah, I'm so lucky and humble to say that I'm the founder, and my organization Tarck-T is the founder of first transgender pride ever happened in the history of Pakistan. That was a big hit. It was more than 70 international publishing on internet.
That's really perfect, and
So
I think
I also
who,
want to meet the
yeah,
community in Chitral, my trans.
definitely. Do you know about Kailash people in Chitral?
Yeah, the one thing when people ask me what do you like about the when it comes to art and wearing, so the most impressive thing for me is the dress in Chitral and Kalash which people wear. It's even one picture without explaining. So there is so much lessons in the picture. There are so much findings in that their dressing and all culture.
Have you heard about Ishpata news?
Yeah, Sparta News, I'm really impressed. A lot of nice work and the digital space. I mean, your office is so well settled, and I need to learn few things from you. I mean, how do you develop these videos in a very short time with the good content? So Sparta News gonna help me in the future also.
What message you would like to tell around our audience and people? What would be your message? Very short and brief.
I just wanna give one message: you are not alone. Because I'm also with you, you are also with me. So never ever think you are alone. Just try to have a good connection with the people, try to give spaces, respect humanity, and try to create spaces also for other people in this beautiful world.
And we wish you all the best for future
Thank you.
success.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.